Hey, welcome back to Frank's Favorite Foods, where I'm always cooking up a good time. This is the channel where I teach you how to make restaurant quality food at home. This is vegetarian lasagna with pesto sauce. It tastes as good as it looks. I'm going to show you how to make it right now. If you're not a subscriber, you should be. Hit the subscription button and the notifications bell. That way you'll know every time I put out a new episode. And as always, you'll find the complete recipe in the description below. Once you've salted the water, begin adding the lasagna noodles. I won't be adding any oil to the water, so it's important to move the noodles around to make sure that they don't become stuck to one another.
All right, so hold up. I'm gonna let you in on one of my all-time top secret chef tips.
Come close. Not that close. One of the secrets to lasagna success is undercooking the noodles. The noodles should be pliable but still maintain some of its stiffness. Definitely too al dente to consume. Strain the lasagna noodles. After rinsing and cooling them, set them aside. Preparing the cheese mix filling is really quite easy. Start with shredded mozzarella. Then add fresh ricotta. Season with dried parsley, oregano, and basil. Combine those ingredients thoroughly and then refrigerate them until we're ready to use them. We're going to start our vegetable prep by removing the stems from the spinach. This is really easy. Next, I'm going to thinly slice 2 cups of button mushrooms. The final step in our vegetable preparation is to cut these broccoli crowns into bite-sized pieces. With the prep completed, it's time to start sauteing the veggies. I'm going to saute the mushrooms in a little extra virgin olive oil, garlic, and butter. Saute the garlic for about 30 seconds before adding the mushrooms. Saute the mushrooms until they're tender but not shriveled. This should take approximately 3 to 4 minutes. I'm adding freshly ground pepper and salt. Keep the mushrooms moving in the pan so they don't overcook. You should end up with mushrooms that look like this. Wilting the spinach is very easy. Simply add a little bit of water to the pan, bring it to a simmer, and add the spinach. The whole process should take less than 30 seconds. Remember, we're just wilting the spinach, not actually cooking it. The final step in the vegetable preparation is just to sort of par cook the broccoli. We're certainly not going to cook it all the way through. We're just going to take a bit of the crunch off of it. After a minute and a half, I'm going to put the broccoli straight into an ice bath to immediately stop the cooking process. As soon as it's cool, remove the broccoli from the ice bath and gently squeeze out any excess water. My lasagna pan is 13.5 by 9.5. As you can see, I'm covering the bottom of the pan pretty liberally with the marinara sauce. This will prevent the noodles from sticking and drying out. Start with a layer of lasagna noodles, a layer of spinach. On top of the spinach, place a layer of the cheese mix. Next, layer the mushrooms on top of the cheese mix. Now I'm going to do another layer of lasagna noodles, marinara. Hey, are you still awake? More cheese mix, broccoli florets. Next, I'm adding some trimmed pieces of prepared artichoke. Just one more layer of noodles and sauce, and it's going in the oven. I'm going to cover this baby with plastic wrap and aluminum foil just to make sure it doesn't get dried out. I cooked it covered for 1 hour, raised the temperature from 350 to 400, and let it cook for another 20 to 25 minutes. And as you can see, turned out pretty nicely. I'm sure you've likely made pesto before, but if you haven't, here's a quick lesson. In a food processor, combine fresh basil, parmesan, walnuts, fresh pepper, and fresh garlic. Process for 60 seconds. Add enough extra virgin olive oil to make a nice, creamy, smooth pesto, and that's it. To make creamy pesto sauce, reduce heavy cream, add the pesto that you just made, combine those two ingredients, and then use that to top the vegetable lasagna. Gently reheat your lasagna, then cover with the creamy pesto sauce. I'm just going to shut up and let the sauce do the talking. Finally, I'll garnish with a little parmesan, fresh parsley, and basil. And that's the dish. Created by my mentor, Jesse Callahan Sadler, this recipe has been a fan favorite at all my restaurants over the years. It just might become one of your favorites as well. If you're not a subscriber after seeing that, you should rethink your priorities. Hit the subscription button and the notifications bell. That way you won't miss a single episode. Thank you so much for watching. Liking and sharing my content is the best way to support my channel. I'll see you soon.